7:43, you're watching Breakfast Television. It's snowy outside. I might feel like a little soup.
Yeah.
Which one will I choose, Rose Reisman?
Okay, Jennifer. Well, do you remember from Seinfeld, the soup Nazi? All right, you might be calling me that. You might be calling me that today. All right, soups are incredible because they're very deceiving. And this time of year, I love to just comfort and delicious warmth coming from a soup. So
and Tim Hortons always has soup.
Yeah, and they've got some great soups. But first, let's go. And they had a real special, I think it was last week and maybe this week, a cream of sun-dried tomato soup.
Sounds good to me.
Cream, right away. Cream, 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 cream.
Yeah.
Usually cream and butter. Cream's not so great for you. This bowl of soup comes in at 290 calories and 18 grams of fat.
Oh.
May not sound that bad, but 18
grams
the
of
fat is probably all saturated. You could have at Tim Hortons instead 2.5 turkey bacon club sandwiches, the same as that in terms of fat.
Okay.
What would be better for you?
All right. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I think I know what would be the other soup.
No, okay. So you want a soup, though. You don't want a sandwich. So
no, I want a soup.
Stick to their wonderful chicken noodle soup. Just take a look. This is their everyday bow tie pasta, real pieces of chicken made with real chicken broth, coming in at 160 calories versus a 290 and 2.5 grams of fat versus 18.
Big difference.
Huge difference.
Big difference.
Right.
Okay.
So now I'm going to take my cream with me because you're going to see it's going to follow me. All right. Red Lobster. Now I love the Red Lobster, but remember, when you hear New England and Manhattan, people get confused. Do you know the difference or no, Jen?
No.
All right. So New England, keep in mind, that's cream and butter. Manhattan is tomato based.
Is tomato. So if you go for the Manhattan, you're probably less
good.
calories.
You're safe.
But this.
So here you got potatoes in here. You got some clams in there. Probably canned clams, bacon. You're looking at 480 calories, almost 500 calories for the soup. 34
that's
grams
a meal.
of fat.
That's a starter too. You're going to have your meal as well with that. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Equivalent to, as you're at the Red Lobster, you could have 90 pieces of baby cocktail shrimp in terms of calories.
Okay.
So, and this is all protein, so this is a great meal for you, but they offer a fantastic soup called a spicy chicken tortilla soup, made with beautiful pieces of chicken. It's a tomato broth. You get a little bit of tortilla chips and cheddar cheese, coming in at 310 versus almost 500. Yeah. 11 grams of fat versus 34.
Wow, that's a big difference.
So you really can have these choices and slim down while you're at it.
This is the one we promoted this morning.
Okay, Mr. Noodle. Well, my kids back in school and at camp, this is what I had to pack them. I think they snuck it up there because I would have killed them. So Mr. Noodle soup basically has these little ramen noodles. The problem here, it looks very innocent. You add some water, you have a bowl of soup. Yeah. These noodles have been deep fried in palm oil to get rid of the water, and they call it chicken noodle. There's no chicken in here, so it's vegan. Okay. So it's all basic synthetic flavoring. Comes in at 280 calories, but the worst is 10 grams of fat. So where's the fat? This is the fat. Wow. Now this is what, are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You can get Campbell's Hearty Beef Soup and have 10 of them, all right, in terms of fat. That is what you'd be looking at. I love this comparison. You could be eating this compared to that because those noodles are not fried. Instead, soup at hand, 70 calories, and 1.5 grams of fat, and this is a chicken noodle.
And that's the one I'm going to choose. We're going to continue in just a bit, so stick around, Reisman. We're going to head into you, Kev. More Choose It and Lose It in just a bit.
Excellent.
Thank you. 7:53, you're watching Breakfast Television, and we are continuing Choose It and Lose It with Rose Reisman. Okay, we got to here.
That was the shocker, huh?
This was the shocker.
Right, so that big soup was equivalent to one of Mr. Noodles in terms of fat. So wow. Next time you're going to pick the Campbell's, which
I'm
is
totally
good.
picking this one.
All right, so let's go back to Campbell's because they've got some great stuff. There's something called Chicken a la King. Now, these cans are really unusual because you don't have to add water. You just use it as it is. So the whole can is about 2 cups. Chicken, but look how, what do you think the thickness is from again? I mean,
I think it's the cream.
Cream and probably some butter and flour, thickening it up. So Chicken a la King, you have some chicken in there, but this is coming in at 540 calories and 38 grams of fat. Again, we're all talking about 1/3 of your calories and half your fat in the day. Equivalent to, I love this, go to Swiss Chalet, 3 Swiss Chalet chicken dinners with the roll, with the sauce, and a salad in terms of fat. You're not, like, they're removing the skin. Yeah. You're not having the fat. Yeah. So if you're talking about fat, and fat's the stuff, Jennifer, that's clogging the arteries. Yes. Okay? It's like, this is the stuff we want to beware of, the saturated fat. So this is equivalent to that one bowl. But You can go to Campbell's and get a really nice Thai chicken vegetable soup. And again, keep in mind tomato versus cream. So white, not so good. Red is fantastic. This is 240 calories compared to 540. Are you ready? 3 grams of fat versus 38 grams of fat.
Wow, only 3 grams.
And honestly, I didn't have them both on the weekend. I tried them. You felt just as full. Okay. All right, and finally, the keg.
Yeah.
All right, so the keg, French onion soup. It's everybody's favorite.
Yes.
All right, you've got Swiss, Parmesan cheese. This is going to shock you in terms of sodium. 413 calories for the bowl of soup, 21 grams of fat, but hold on to your seats. 2,600 milligrams of sodium. What does that mean? 1,500 is allotted in your day. That's how much sodium, equivalent to almost 300 pretzels in terms of sodium. That's the same. Instead, though, you could get the wild mushroom soup at the keg. It's got beautiful mushrooms. According to the calories and fat, I doubt that there's cream in there. 194 calories.
Not very many.
Compared to 413. 10 grams of fat, that's when it indicates there's probably not cream. 21 grams there and 1,200 milligrams of sodium. Still high, but this is 2,700.
So the choice is easy.
Choice is easy. So these are just
going to taste great.
It's going to taste great. Keep in mind the little, principles that when you hear cream of, chicken a la, usually means crema, a la, butter la. And these little guys here, once in a while, I know your kid begs for it for sure, but you know what? I used to fool my kids and give them this. They didn't know the difference.
There you go. If they don't know the difference, why not? You can pick up Choose It and Lose It in stores and online now, rosereisman.com, and you can follow her at Rose Reisman. There's the book there, and of course all the information on breakfasttelevision.ca. We're taking a break on Breakfast Television News when we come back.